Explore Irish history with me at the Ulster Museum in Belfast. Well, what's happening, everybody? I hope you're all doing okay. If you watch my channel, you know I do a lot like around about Ireland and Irish history and stuff like that. So I thought I would take a trip around the Ulster Museum in Belfast to showcase people a bit about Irish/Northern Irish history, and just to give people a glimpse at the Ulster Museum and different types of artifacts and historical stuff that they have on in their collections. So yeah, stay tuned. Firstly, as we're walking up to the museum, I'll show you these. This is my university, Queen's. Absolutely love it. And this is the world famous Botanic Gardens, one of the most famous sites about Northern Ireland. It's absolutely gorgeous, especially in the good weather. That's the famous like crystal. I don't even know what you call it, but yeah, this is the Botanic Gardens itself, the park. So love it as well. But yeah, there's like a exhibition going on at the minute. I actually don't know what these are, but they're actually quite cool. They're all over the place, all over Botanic Gardens. So yeah. Well, here we are. This is the Ulster Museum, and I absolutely love this big thing outside it. I actually don't know what it is. Can you see it there? It's like a big, don't know, but yeah, here we're entering inside. It actually looks quite a lot of people in today. But yeah, it's for free. It's an absolute great day out, and there's all new stuff added all the time. So I can't recommend it enough. This is an Irish wolfhound, the biggest dog ever, I believe. It's absolutely huge, as you can see. Only in Ireland, hey? But yeah, this is like the Troubles, probably the last major event to happen in Ireland. Over 30 years of conflict. Almost 4,000 people died between the late 1960s up until the Good Friday Agreement in 1998. A dark period. This is actually like a bomb disposal device, I believe. Yeah, which would have been used quite a lot during the Troubles. That's the famous bin lids. So people would use that to alert other people that the police were on their way. This is like related to loyalist and Republican prisoners. This is Bobby Sands, who was a hunger strike here. These were types of weapons. As you can see, there's guns, rubber bullets and stuff like that. Bullets that were probably used during the Troubles themselves. Again, this is from like loyalist and Republican prisoners. These were probably made during the prison. This is actually a bomb, probably to be planted under the cars and stuff like that. This here I found quite cool. This TV was like used actually during the Troubles, carried out by people, like when they were evicted from their homes. So yeah, quite controversial. But and these are like famous quotes that actually led into the Troubles, so you can listen to them. But now we're approaching like World War One type of stuff. I believe this is World War Two artifacts, so like the home front and like stuff like that. This may be World War One, as you can see, like a prosthetic arm there. Probably a person that fought in World War One. This is the proclamation, this is Ulster's resistance to like home rule type of stuff. This is one of the most infamous periods in Ireland's history, between 1912 to 1916, the Home Rule crisis and the movement to Irish independence. As you can see, there's the proclamation, and I think more than anything, this summarises Northern Ireland up. The Ulster Covenant and the Proclamation of Independence, right beside each other, probably sums Irish history up, especially 20th century Ireland. Here's more on this is actually the War of Independence between late 1919s to early 1920s. A lot of stuff from Michael Collins here as well. As you can, don't know if you can see his picture there. But the pledges and stuff like that, big moments in Irish history. I actually love studying this period as well when I was at university. I'm actually doing a PhD in history at the minute, so I'm always in the museum. I just love taking around it, but I loved studying these in the undergrad. And a lot of people don't know Northern Irish linen industry was actually huge. So these are devices that would have been used to like boom, and that actually was the biggest in the world in the early 1900s. So it's great, so it is. Now we're approaching like medieval times. These are all like Stone Age stuff, Vikings, Normandy. I actually can't believe these tools were actually used. You know what I mean? It's quite fascinating. I would love a time machine just to go back in time to actually have a look at stuff like this. So I find it quite cool. There's like a Vikings hat, or helmet, and a weapon, I believe. I don't know what they are. Probably wee chipping tools or stuff like that.
more like worship, Norman worship stuff. This is actually the shrine of St Patrick. So yes, St Patrick's hand, a shrine to him. More tools. These are like kettlebells, stuff like that. A tar brooch. My mum actually has one somewhere about the house. Here's more tar brooches, like they're famous Irish like artifacts that wear in your clothes. Yeah, these are like kingship stuff. I actually don't know what they're for. Here's more like weapons, like shields and stuff like that. So absolutely pretty cool. This is way back in the years, conflict. And look at how people used to live. It's amazing. Just passing the animal stuff. This is actually quite cool. A piece of the moon, if you believe it. Shows this car. Like I would love one myself. And I love taking a trip through here all the time. I'll just walk you through it. It's actually these like crystals and stones. They're like found under the sea and whatever, and they actually look class during when it's dark and they all shine and stuff. I know it isn't related to Irish history, but I find them quite cool to look at just to walk through them. These here is quite cool as well, like extinct animals. Like they're actually quite scary. I don't know what that big fish was or this big bird. There's something you would see in the movies, and this here creature is quite scary. But yeah, the famous Game of Thrones dragons. I absolutely love this place. I'm not really into art, but there's a lot of art history around here. And there's actually a painting that I believe staring at me. Look at this. It's not. He's definitely staring at me, whoever he is. It's quite scary. So yeah, that's my finish, folks. There was a whole lot more I could have showed you that wasn't necessarily relevant to like Irish history, whether it be other wars, the Spanish Armada and stuff like that. So if you want another video, I could easily do one. But yeah, what does everybody else think? Have you been? Has anybody been? Should I document more? I absolutely love museums, as I did mention. I am doing a history PhD, so I'll always take a trip in here. But yeah, thanks very much for watching.